Hey everyone, welcome to another Good e-Reader comparison video. My name is Michael.
And this is Peter.
Today we have the latest from Sony, the digital paper. And this is a 13.3 inch e-reader. And there's not too many e-readers that dwarf the Amazon Kindle DX.
Oh man, look at it on the screen. This is a 9.7 inch device here, people. I'm going to put a smartphone for scale into this battle of titans. Look at that.
Yeah, or just like an iPhone, something that
Look at that.
most people would have. This,
yeah. These are massive e-readers.
That's tiny.
Yeah.
Okay, so you would figure that this is almost 14 inches. This is about 10 inches. This has to weigh more. This isn't the case. This actually weighs 0.81 pounds, and the DX weighs 1.3 pounds.
Exactly.
This is smaller, and it's heavier.
It's also 4 years older.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're still selling it. So this has a full keyboard,
right,
but it doesn't have a touchscreen.
No touchscreen at all. With a pen, your fingers, nothing. You have this little control stick and you have forward and back.
Okay, so let's look at the overall PDF experience. As we see here, we are on the same page of the Monster Manual, which is a good test, because it has all sorts of things going on here.
So we'll go to menu on the DX, and here you get things like go to page. These are irrelevant because these don't pertain to the PDF exactly. Add a bookmark, my bookmarks. That's it for that. And if you click the AA button, you get into a couple more things. You basically just get orientation and zoom levels. The only way to zoom on the DX is to play around with these zoom levels. For example, 200 will zoom into that box or wherever you want it to go. So for example, we'll go on to the Colossus dude.
Yeah, let's...
Yeah, it's really slow. Okay. Yeah, I know. I saw you like, oh, let's press it, but I was like, I pressed it 10 minutes ago. And then on the DPT-S1, you can just simply pinch and zoom. Oh man, wait till that renders. Boom. Look at that. Let you guys make the decision there. Remember, this is a full HD screen. This is 2009, 2010 technology over here, so you will see some notable differences. But once you're in this, you can't really do anything else. You have to press the AA button and go back to fit to screen because you can't really... And you tapped it. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, because you can't... Its usability isn't as good as this. And also, to make notes, you can move this little cursor around and try to find out where it is on the screen, press OK and make a highlight, or you can just do the smart thing and press this little button and highlight whatever you want.
Okay, as we've seen so far, that this isn't a touch screen, so you have to jump through a little bit more hoops in terms of being able to zoom in. But, sure, they look pretty good. Right. I would probably say this edges it out, but the digital paper actually goes one step further from just viewing PDFs, but it's geared towards editing PDFs.
Exactly. So if we bring out our little easel here of things we can do, we can click on the pen and we can now write whatever we want at pretty much the speed you'd write on a piece of paper.
There's no lag.
Minimal, like barely. You'd have to be writing really quick to really experience anything. But no, I mean, if you want to say, oh, look at the encounter right there. Haha, I really look how fast that was.
Right.
So, and then, don't worry about that because you can always erase it. You can you can make a tack. So you click on that. You can draw this here with a thumbs up. Yeah, and then you can save that, and that tack will be stuck to this page now. And if someone doesn't know where it is, you can say, hey, we'll go to the pen. You can say, hey, there's a tack here. And we can even do a speech bubble, put it right on Mr. Colossus here, and utilize the keyboard. Now, this is a good time to compare both the keyboards because you see the QWERTY keyboard here, which is physical, and then you have the on-screen one here.
So if we look at the size of the box, like a Q, this is pretty small.
Yeah. That's really tiny.
You can't type on it, but this is much larger.
Exactly. Lot easier to type on this for sure. And now that speech bubble will be there. And then this saves itself as you write on it into its own edited version of this file, and you can share it with everyone, export it to your PC, send it to your professor and say, here are my notes, and there you go.
Okay, so we've hit the sort of the menu settings button here, and you can see that we could do things where we could orientate it into landscape and portrait, is the same as we can do with the DX. We could actually save a workspace, and this is something that we haven't really demonstrated yet, but it bears mentioning because I think it's very interesting. But at the same time, you can look at all the annotations that you've made in the entire document. You can look at the table of contents, you can search. You could also look at things like page flow. Change the flow of this document, right to left, left to right, helps you orientate it, which is good for manga.
Yep.
But we can also click on the tabs.
There's my bird.
This is what he looks friendly and not angry.
Yeah, he's not very angry. Yeah, this is what we call a workspace. You have different things here, like your monster manual, your ebook, or the PDF we were looking at, and a comic book. So say this was your textbook, you can utilize this for studying, go over to your notepad, draw your notes, and then submit them to your professor or whatever you need to do from there. So it's very geared towards entertainment industry, law firm, education. It's perfect.
From a consumer point of view, I think that this is amazing. I mean, this only costs $199 now. This costs about $1,100.
Yes.
And it's not easily attainable. You can find some on Amazon, but beware that a lot of them are actually from Japan with Japanese firmware that will be unable to actually load English on it. Exactly. So buyer beware. The only way that you could really order them is through Sony, and this is dealing with Sony directly. Sony vets you out in an interview style process. They want to make sure that this is either going to be done for pilot projects internally within companies, or if it's going to consumers, that you have a firm understanding of e-readers, because there's no customer support, there's no 1-800 number. You can't say, hey, I tried to load a Kindle book on here, but it's not working. They don't want to deal with people like you.
They want to make sure it goes to the right people, that you're using it for a relevant reason, not just because.
Right. So this has been a comparison of the Sony digital paper versus the Amazon Kindle DX. Weigh in on the comments below. Let us know what you think of both of these units on their own or head-to-head as we've showed you today. For GiddyReader.com, my name is Michael.
This is Peter.
Everybody take care.
Yeah. All right. And boom. Shoot. Oh my God, I panicked. Look at all. I wasted 7 rounds. What am I jumping over? Oh man. I don't care. What am I doing? Oh, I have 1 bullet. How do I do a headshot? Like, how do I decide to do a headshot? No, don't get all shaky on me now. Where's the dog?